Hello everyone. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about how to find the gradient of a line. Okay, so there are different ways to find the gradient of a line, and it completely depends upon what information is given to us or what is the input. The output will be in every case the gradient, but it depends upon the input. Accordingly, we apply a method to find out the gradient. Now, the first method is when, let's say, we have given the graph of a line. So this is my x-axis and this is the y-axis. And here, let's say this is the equation of a line. And when I draw this line here, these are the points. Let's say this is 1, 2, 3. This is a line L. And this point is 1, 2, 3. So in order to find out the gradient from this line, let's say I'm taking the 2 points on this line. One is this point, and another point I am taking this one. So here, if I have to find out what is the gradient of this line, so what I'm gonna do is, the method is called rise over run. I will be showing it with these two lines. I can select any 2 points on this line. Let's say this is 1 point and this is another point. And we have to find the gradient of this line like line L, and A and B are the 2 points on this line. So what I will be doing, the gradient can be given as rise over run. Now, what is the meaning of rise here? Rise means how much up it is going. Let's say I'm finding the gradient from A to B. So how much up it is going? So we are at A is here, the Y value is 1. Then it is moving from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. So 2 units up. And same way, when I am going from A to B, how many units across I am moving? Meaning I am going in the X direction. So when I am moving from A to B, I am going this way. 1 and then 2 and then 3. So 3 steps in the across direction or the X direction. So I am moving from A to B. I can highlight it this way. We are following this path. A to this point, let's say this is C, and then C to B. So this part is known as the rise, and this part is known as the run. And always remember, if you find the gradient from B to A or A to B, they would be always same. So this is the first way to find out the gradient. Now, for example, I do the same question. Here we got the gradient as 2 over 3. Now I apply the gradient process using the same graph, but now I am trying to find it from B to A. So I am going from B to A. So how I will be going? I will have to follow the path in this way. I am going this way. Let's say this is a point D. So B to D, and then I am coming down from D to A. So in this case, if you see what is the rise and what is run. So we know that gradient is always equivalent to rise over run. So now when I am moving from B to A, I am going from B to D, this point, and then I am moving from D to A. So I am going downward 2 units. So when it is downward, so I will be using negative sign. And then to find the run also, as I am moving from B to D, so I am going in the left direction. So it will be 3 units, but negative 3. So negative and negative cancels each other. So still I am getting the gradient as 2 over 3. So this is the first method of finding the gradient of a line. The input will be, a graph will be given to you. You have to locate 2 points and you have to go from one point to the another point. You can go in always in the 2 directions. Now the second method. In second method, what will be happening? You will be given, the input will be equation of a line. You will be given the equation of a line whose gradient you will have to find out. And always remember, whichever equation of line is given, whichever form, there are different forms of the equation of line. You always have to write your equation in this form. Y is equals to mx plus c. only y should be on the left side. You have to make y as a subject of the equation of the line. And it should be just y, no 2y, no 3y, no 1 over 2y. Nothing is allowed like this way. Only y. The coefficient of y should be 1. And that is equal to mx plus c. So in this case, this m is known as the gradient of the line. Now, sometimes equation is given directly in this form. For example, question is y is equals to 2x plus 9. So I will compare this equation with y is equals to mx plus c, and I see here it is y. Yes, it is only y. Coefficient of y is 1. Then we have mx. So from here, this m, which is the coefficient of x in our equation, that will give you the gradient. So gradient is 2 here. Gradient can be positive, gradient can be negative, gradient can be 0 also, and gradient can be undefined also. We will learn these things in our upcoming videos. For now, in this video, I'm just focusing on how to find the gradient in different ways. Now, this was a simple case, like equation is given already in the form of y equal to mx plus c. But let's say one equation is given as 3y plus 4x equal to 3. I have to find the gradient of this line. Now, don't just consider that m is equals to 4 here, the coefficient of x, and this will be the gradient. No. The equation first should be in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, which is not here. So first I need to make it in this way. So I will keep my 3y on one side, and I will take this 4x to the other side. So it will become negative 4x plus 3. And then because I have to find out y equals to, and here I have 3y. So 3 is in multiplication with y. So inverse operation of multiplication is division. So I will divide by 3 both sides. So I got y is equals to negative 4/3 x plus 3 over 3, which is 1. I divide this whole expression negative 4x plus 3 by 3 separately. Now here I will compare this equation with y is equals to mx plus c, and I found that m is negative 4/3. This is the gradient. Now the last case, how to find out the gradient is from 2 points on the line. Let's say you are not given the equation of a line, neither the graph is given, but you just given the 2 points on the line. And let's say those point is always given as an xy ordered pair. So let's say the first point is x1, y1, and another point is x2, y2 on the line. So the gradient will be is equal to difference of the y values. You will be given 2 points. You can consider anyone as x1, y1. The another one will be x2, y2. So the gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Basically, it is something similar to rise over run case. But rise over run we use when we have given a graph. If we have given 2 points, then we use just y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let's take an example and try to understand. For example, I have 2 points. One point is 2 and 3, and another point is 4 and 6. So I assume, let's say 2 and 3 is my x1, y1, and 4, 6 will become x2, y2. Now the gradient is equals to y2 minus y1. So 6 minus y1, which is negative 3, divided by x2, which is 4, minus x1, which is 2. So gradient is 3 divided by 2, which is 1.5. So this is the gradient. So in this video, I explained these 3 methods of finding the gradient from the equation of the line, or from the 2 points, or from the graph. I hope this video will help you. Thank you.